about the black community. What have you got to lose? And I remember thinking, I'm a black man. I feel like I've got things to lose. That kind of narrative about those individuals, that broad strokes sort of demonization of them would make people's lives harder and feels unnecessary. Even if you agree that immigration is a problem, the sort of like skin color or religion or like Mexicans, rapists and murderers might galvanize in the near term, but in the long term is probably going to sow division. And that's probably net negative for society.
Well, one thing I'd say just about anything that I've ever heard the president say that's then refracted through the lens of social media or, non-social media. Very often what he is accused of saying, he didn't say it, or he said it in a totally different way, or there was much greater context. So I remember, for example, back in 2016 or 2015, whenever he said this, sort of being like offended at the rapists and murderers line.
Yeah.
And then I went and looked at what he said, and what he said, which is actually true, is that some of these countries are actually encouraging prisoners to come into the United States of America. Does that mean that every person comes into America as a rapist or a murderer or as a prisoner? No, it doesn't. But he didn't say that.